mates, welcome to the birth of it all. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. To those of you who are constantly here showing me the love and the support and engaging, thank you so much, you guys. I really do appreciate you. And to those of you who just stumbled upon my cute self, but not so my cute self, but almost my cute self, but like we are cute anyway, thank you and welcome. I hope you like it here and I hope you stay because this is a channel of growth. And before I can go any further, you guys, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Kindly subscribe, guys. We're on the road to 500 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers. So help me get there, guys. I can only be able to do that if you guys also take part. So yes, today it's a sit down video. I feel like I'm in the season of my life where I'm yapping on my channel. I don't really do a lot of activities. I haven't done anything, guys, because it has been ridiculously busy. It has been exhausting. I've been exhausted. I am exhausted. But I'm gonna be sharing with you guys where I'm at in my life. So I'm just gonna share a few aspects of my life. I'm gonna start with the least of my problems. It's not necessarily the least of the problems that I'm facing. It's just one aspect that I don't pay attention to. Yeah, let me put it that. I think it makes sense when I put it that way. But we're gonna start with the physical. How I'm feeling, where I'm at physically. So for starters, I have put on a ridiculous amount of weight because I've been eating everything and anything that I find. I have not been disciplined in terms of what I'm consuming, what I'm putting on my body. I've just been, surviving, I guess. I've just not paid attention. I've not taken time to actually create a routine, a healthy routine to say, Gila, this is what you're gonna eat. This is the movements that you need to do daily for the benefit of your health and stuff like that. I have not honestly been eating healthy and all of those things. This has not been a big deal primarily because I don't have mirrors where I am. I only have like a mirror on the wall where I can see my face, whenever I need to get ready or check myself out before I leave the house. But I don't have a full body mirror, which is like the craziest thing because back at home there's mirrors everywhere. In my room there's a mirror. In my room there's mirrors, and I would literally just take off my clothes every time, all the time. Whenever I'm in my room, I'm just always like half naked, so I can see if I don't like if I put on weight. I can easily see it, and it's easy for me to work on it. Another thing that I've not been doing, I've not been dressing well, guys. I put on whatever, and go to work. I don't feel pressure to look good, to want to feel good type of thing. Like, I'm just in a season where looking good is not even part of the stress, honestly. Looking good is just something that as long as I have clothes on, I'm at that point where I'm just like, as long as I have clothes on, as long as they're clean, as long as I'm properly washed, like I don't need to look good for anyone, stuff type of thing. That's how I console myself. But there is this thing that happens at work. Whenever you did something great, or whenever you did something, you get a recognition. So what they normally do is take your picture, put it on WhatsApp, because there are a lot of guys at the office, but there are also people who are working at home. So they would put your picture just to show everybody, okay, this is what Gilly did today, you guys, and you get like a little bit of a celebration. It's like they celebrate you in a way. It's a trend, man. I mean, to make you feel good about yourself, about the input that you've done. I got a recognition. I gave my superior a picture she can use to post on the WhatsApp group. She did, and when I tell you, my colleagues were shocked. My colleagues were literally shocked. They were like, Kelly, you can actually look like that. Like, we don't understand. who is this girl we are seeing right now and who is this girl on the pictures. So I always have this excuse of saying to them, I don't want to expose all of my talents at the same time. So you cannot be experiencing this great Kili and this beautiful Kili, and like that's the excuse that I use, and they'll be like, no, girl, you need to take yourself seriously. Like, you need to be concerned about how you look and stuff like that. Honestly, I don't want to focus on that right now. I don't want to focus on that, and that is the least of I don't want to say my problems. I don't want to claim it. That is the least of the problems that I'm experiencing. I don't want to focus on that because I'm going to be stressed out. The next one is where I'm at emotionally and mentally. Where I'm at emotionally and mentally. Guys, it has been a roller coaster. It is a roller coaster, guys, of emotions, and the ride is not cute. At the beginning of this year, I was so focused on a lot of things. I was focused on getting a job. I was focused on getting a place to stay. I was focused on, I even created a budget out of my head. Okay, since you're gonna be getting this much salary, you can actually survive. You're gonna pay rent. You're gonna put on money. You're gonna save this amount of money. You are going to buy food with this amount of money. You're also gonna cover transport fare. So I seemed to have everything figured out in my head. And then I got the job. And then I got the place to stay. And then I got that salary. And then I tried to do what initially I had planned in my head, and it's not working out. The salary is not enough. For starters, the salary is not enough to cover everything. So even if I were to buy the food of X amount, it doesn't get me to month end. So it's like I'm always stressed out. Oh my God, I have 2 weeks left before payday. Where am I going to get the money? And if I borrow money, it means on the actual day of salary, I will have to pay back the money, which means I have minus X amount of money, which I'm gonna be short for the month. So it's like, okay, you have all these things that you had initially wanted at the beginning of the year, and juggling that is really draining. There are also days where I get up in the morning. There are moments where I get up in the morning and my body just locks up. My body is just like, you're not going anywhere. You are not moving today. And that means I'm not going to go to work for that day. And no work, no pay. Which is another stress. Which is another thing. No work, no pay. So meaning for that day, we've lost. Next one is romantic relationship. Romantic relationship. Let me start with friendship, guys. Okay, in terms of where I'm at with my friends, guys, it's amazing. I am one of the luckiest people. I'm one of the few luckiest people who would proudly say they have friends, like genuinely have friends. My relationship with my friends, it's beautiful, man. There is no toxicity. It's always that thing, whenever you're wrong, somebody's gonna tell you you're wrong. Okay, so let's discuss romantic relationships, where I'm at in terms of romantic relationship. Yeah. So where am guys? Okay, I'm so sorry. Where I'm at in terms of romantic relationships, I don't even know where I'm at. I don't even know where I'm at. Yo. one thing um that is not for the weak. Get your relationship, guys. A relationship is not for the weak. And I, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I've been in a situationship. So I've been in a situation. I've been in a situation. Guys, I can't. Let me just pause. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. I've been in a situationship for years, which I think I'm laughing because this is really embarrassing. This is one thing that is embarrassing, you know. I've been in a situationship with this particular person. Um, okay, I've known him for years. I think if I were to count, I think from 2020, I think. Okay, I've known we started talking got 2020, but I saw him got 2020. I met him got 2019. Yeah, I met him got 2019. Was it 2019? No. No. Okay, so we started talking got 2019. I met him got 2018 when I was still when I was still at Pretoria. So that's I saw him this one time, and I didn't see him all the time. Like it was just like, oh, I saw him with somebody I knew. Yeah, let me just put it that way. And then 2019 we started talking. 2019, 2020, yeah, here and there. 2021, yeah, here and there. 2022, yeah, ish, here and there. 2023. 2023, I was residing at Hartbeespoort Sport. I was working. It was amazing. I was getting the girly. Was the richest girly. I was rich. And then I think him and I started talking around like February. Yeah. And then we started consistently talking at 2023. It was nice, man. I remember, I miss those days, honestly. It was nice. We were talking about almost everything. He was engaging, I was engaging as well, and then things got a little bit deeper because we were consistently talking. Feelings and everything was caught, and it seemed to be mutual. 2024, yeah, same thing, but there were just a lot of complications, guys. 2024, I think me and this particular person, we did fight, not really a lot, but we would not talk to each other for the longest time. He would delete me, I would delete him, I would block him, unblock him, those type of situations. So there was this one time, man. We had a very heated argument. The argument, I don't know. I don't even know what caused the argument, to be quite honest. Okay, here's the thing. So I spoke to Jen, then I was like, okay, this is what I want. We've been sitting on point A. In order for us to go to point B, this is what I need on my side for us to go to point B. And he's a person who does not want to get to point B with me, but he wants the benefit of point B for me, which is like crazy, because like, okay, you do not want to be in a relationship with me, but you somewhat want me to engage in the benefits of a person who's in a relationship. So it's confusing, and there are moments where I feel like I need him just to hear me out, listen to me, maybe like call, let's laugh type of thing. And yeah, there are moments where he is present in a very crazy and scary sense. Like there are certain things when we talk about, the both of us are engaging and we're enjoying whatever it is that we're talking about, and there will be calls, there will be video calls and stuff like that. But when it comes to the emotional aspect of things, he is not present. Like he will literally disappear on me when I need him emotionally. Look, I'm not saying what I would need him maybe to come and save me or help me out, but there are some of the things I feel like I want to talk to him about, especially when I have things going on in my life. I just want, just have somebody who can share stuff with, and when he's supposed to show up like that for me, he will just disappear. So that experience on its own is teaching me what to look for in terms of what to look for in a partner should I consider being in a relationship with anyone. I want to be with somebody who's going to be there for me emotionally, not just like, I need somebody who's going to be emotionally intelligent, emotionally available, because that is the biggest factor in a woman's life, guys. Like, guys think when they bought you stuff or when they provide money, it's the only thing that matters. When in all honesty, women are wired emotionally. So if you're not there for them emotionally, there is no way she will ever feel safe to do other things with you. So I'm unable to show up for him as well. I'm not saying nah, I'm all goody, I'm all showing up and all of those things, or I'm all contributing in this situationship to move it to the next level. There are some of the things that he needs from me, and I can't show up like that for him, specifically because of the emotional part of things. I cannot be in a relationship or do stuff that people in a relationship do when I don't feel emotionally safe around you. I'm not gonna feel safe with you. So for me, it's like, this is some crazy business, Kelly. What I need right now, and what I need right now to move away from this situationship is the courage to leave the whole thing, like to switch off my emotions. With this whole situation, what is really such a bummer, and the whole situation is such a bummer, because whenever somebody tries to talk to me, somebody tries to get close to me, somebody tries to actually get to experience Kele, I don't give them that platform, because I still am looking back to that person. Like, my heart is still there, where it's not heard, where it's not safe, where it's not appreciated. So yeah, that is like crazy. That is like a crazy situation I want to get myself out of as soon as possible, because I cannot hold on to somebody who, I don't want to be with somebody who I have to fight for them to notice me or to keep me or to value or to hear me out. I don't want that, guys. It's not healthy. It really isn't healthy, and I don't deserve that. I'm like the cutest girly who does not deserve that, okay? Moving to the last aspect of my life, that is primarily the source of every problem that I'm experiencing: my spiritual well-being, my relationship with God at this present moment, at this season of my life. So, to be quite honest, I don't feel the butterflies. I don't feel... Look, don't get me wrong. I know who my father is, child. I know who my father is. I know what he's capable of. I've seen him do the works. I experience him through the works he's doing for my friends and everybody else who is around me. I just feel, no, my reality serves as a blindfolder. As a result, I cannot really see what God is doing in my life. Even though I know he's protecting me. Look, I know he's protecting me. I have seen his protection quite literal, almost each and every day. Guys, getting up in the morning, it's God's grace. Getting to work, having a job, having a place to stay, the ability to pay rent, the ability to buy bread for that specific day, it's grace. It's God's work, you know? And being able to travel 45 minutes to work, almost an hour on the road each and every single day, it's God's protection. It's not because I'm all knowing and I'm able to do whatever on my own. I can't. He has just been, yo, he has just been there consistently each and every day. I just fail to see and allow myself to experience him to the full capacity because of my reality at the moment. Whenever things are falling apart, I tend to question, like, why did you bring me here if you knew you were not gonna help me out and stuff like that? You know, I'm one person who can't go out there and ask for assistance. You know, you're the only source that I trust with everything in me. So I just feel like maybe he's taking his sweet time attending attending to my urgent matters. I feel like that. As a result, I find myself not praying. I find myself not enjoying going to church. I find myself like I am far away from him. I moved, he did not move. I'm the one who moved. And I can't seem to get back to that place, you know. The other day, I was on a taxi, I was watching something, and I had an epiphany moment where something just said, you don't have confidence in God, which is the main source of why everything else is happening. It's like I don't have confidence in him. I know who he is. I know what he's capable of. I see him through and through, but I can't seem to have the confidence in him because my reality has strangled me. The problems that I'm experiencing has just been saying, okay, if he is your father, why is he allowing this to happen to you? Stuff like that, which is something that the devil is, which is just the devil's way of keeping you away from God, or just distracting your focus on God. So where I'm at spiritually is the biggest factor that is affecting everything else in my life, because you can't do anything without God. So I was thinking of getting myself a Bible, because I've become such an overthinker over the years. The only thing that is able to get me out of that space, out of that funk, out of that dark place, is when I read the Bible. Because the Bible tells you who God is. It even reminds you of your identity. It reminds you of God's love. It shows you God's love. It's like, it's reassuring. It affirms you as well. So I don't have that right now, which is something that I urgently need to get. As soon as I as soon as I get moolah, as soon as I get money. So for now, I'm just gonna try as best as I can to focus on God and pray and go to church. And go to church and just believe, have faith in him, have confidence in him. Yeah, so that I can regain the confidence I also have in myself. Yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this little sit down video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Oh no, I did not discuss finances. Guys, kuthethi poverty. Financially, guys, it's not financing, because I cannot afford myself. I cannot afford to go out, experience, have fun, live. I don't have the luxury of that at this present moment. But eh, angaz. So thank you guys for tuning in today. I hope you like. I hope you comment. Most importantly, kindly subscribe. Kindly subscribe, you guys. Please, please, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that we can grow. We can afford rent. We can afford to buy clothes. We can afford to buy food. Don't forget to do the things that are needed to be done for the girl to grow. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope to see you guys in the next video.